Welcome to the video. Today we address a difficult but crucial topic for aspiring immigrants: why the degree you love might actually block your path to residency. We will focus on academic transferability across borders, and we will contrast highly regulated, localized degrees, especially law, with globally portable skills in STEM and certain trades. First, we will outline the journey and set expectations. Next, we will detail how systems like civil law and common law clash. And then we will show pragmatic pivots that raise your visa viability. Finally, we will close with actionable steps, a quick quiz, and a concise summary. Here is our agenda. First, we will surface the harsh truth about academic transferability. Then, we will examine why moving from a civil law education to a common law job market is uniquely difficult. After that, we will explain why STEM and certain trades are consistently prioritized. Next, we will walk through a step-by-step pivot plan. We will also visualize decisions with a mind map and a pathway flowchart, and we will test your understanding with quick quizzes. Finally, we will summarize with key takeaways and a brief disclaimer before we wrap up. Let us address the harsh truth. Academic transferability governs your migration odds more than almost any other academic factor. If your chosen field is highly regulated, and region-bound law is the prime example, your credentials often do not cross borders cleanly. Moving from a civil law system into a common law market can require years of expensive re-accreditation and even a second degree, only to compete for entry-level roles. In contrast, globally portable skills in STEM and certain trades map directly to recognized competencies across multiple countries. Immigration frameworks typically reward immediate employability and alignment with official skill shortage lists. With that grounding, we can now explore the legal system mismatch more concretely. Here is the core mismatch. In civil law systems, codified statutes dominate education and practice. The training is tightly coupled to local codes and procedures, and licensing is jurisdiction-specific. When you move to a common law country like New Zealand, the UK, or the US, case law and precedent shape the legal framework, and local practical training and certification are mandatory. Therefore, a civil law graduate often faces bridging programs, new coursework, or exams tailored to the local jurisdiction. Even after that, they compete against local graduates, who already possess local internships and networks. Thus, the transfer friction is high, and the opportunity cost is significant. Now that we see the barrier clearly, we can move into the strategic alternative. STEM careers consistently appear on official skill shortage lists across developed economies. Software engineering, specialized engineering disciplines, and parts of health sciences are in persistent demand. The competencies are globally recognized, modular, and validated through certifications and demonstrable portfolios. Employers want candidates who can contribute quickly without navigating complex local licensing regimes. This typically converts into higher skilled migration points, faster interview conversion, and stronger job matching. With that rationale in place, we can quantify the transferability landscape next. This snapshot compares broad categories without giving jurisdiction-specific rules. Local or foreign law exhibits low transferability with high barriers due to licensing and conversion requirements. Demand is often localized, and visa friendliness tends to be lower, producing slower pathways. Software and IT roles tend to have high transferability, low to medium barriers manageable via certifications and portfolios, strong demand signals, and generally higher visa friendliness, resulting in faster pathways. Shortage area engineering offers high transferability, but sometimes requires registrations. Demand is strong, and pathways are medium to fast. Skilled trades frequently enjoy high transferability, with medium barriers such as tickets or certifications, high demand, and faster pathways. With the landscape summarized, we can now turn to a pragmatic pivot plan. Here is a 7-step pivot plan. First, select your target country so your choices align with its policy reality. Second, read the most recent skills shortage or green list to confirm demand. Third, choose a high-demand major or trade based on that list. Fourth, identify any required licenses or certifications early and incorporate them into your study plan. Fifth, construct a portfolio with concrete projects, internships, and measurable results. Sixth, pursue recognized certifications and complete language tests if required. Seventh, Build relationships by engaging in meetups, online communities, and referral channels in the destination market. With the plan in hand, we will visualize decision-making with a mind map next. This mind map begins with immigration goal at the center. It branches into two paths: residency priority and passion priority. Under residency priority, we emphasize checking the current skills shortage list, selecting a STEM major or a trade aligned with demand, planning certifications, building a portfolio, and completing language assessments. Under passion priority, we illustrate a civil law to common law path, highlighting re-accreditation requirements, the associated cost and time, and the reality of competing primarily with local graduates. The structure visually contrasts the transferability and visa-friendliness of the STEM and trade path with the barriers and delays of the non-local law path. Now that the decision framework is clear, let us test your understanding with a short quiz. Question: which factor most strongly determines whether your degree helps or hurts your migration chances? Options: A. Tuition cost of your current program. B. Academic transferability across jurisdictions. C. Number of electives you complete. D. The prestige of your university alone. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is B. Academic transferability across jurisdictions. Transferability dictates whether your skills map directly to a destination country's job market and visa criteria. Tuition cost, elective count, or general prestige may matter, but they tend to rank below transferability in predicting migration outcomes. With that clarified, we will now expand on alternative fast tracks via skilled trades. Skilled trades can present a faster and more reliable route to residency. Roles like welding, electrical work, HVAC, and specialized mechanical repair are commonly in shortage. Their credentialed structures are modular and relatively quick to obtain compared to multi-year academic conversions. Licensing or tickets are clear, objective hurdles that employers understand, and these roles appear frequently on shortage lists, supporting a stronger visa case. When combined with language proficiency and safety certifications, candidates can stand out quickly. With trades highlighted, we will now model the end-to-end migration pathway in a flowchart. This flowchart starts at student or graduate and splits into two branches. The first branch represents a non-transferable field, such as civil law, attempting to move into a common law jurisdiction. It proceeds through re-accreditation and exams, accumulates lower points while encountering strong local competition, and typically results in slower entry. The second branch represents a transferable field, such as STEM or trades. It aligns with a shortage list, attracts employer interest leading to job offers, converts into higher points, and tends to yield faster entry and potentially a clearer path to permanent residency. Now that the pathway contrast is explicit, we will move to a second quick quiz. Question: what are common barriers faced by a non-local law graduate attempting to migrate to a common law country? Options: A. Re-accreditation requirements. B. Limited job portability due to localized practice. C. Lower skilled migration points relative to shortage fields. D. All of the above. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Non-local law graduates frequently face re-accreditation requirements, limited portability because practice is regulated locally, and lower skilled migration points when compared to roles on shortage lists. This combination reduces speed and success rates. With the quizzes complete, we will distill the key points you should remember. These are the essential points. Transferability matters more than institutional prestige when residency is the primary goal. Crossing legal systems is a high-friction path that often requires years of additional study. STEM and trades align with shortage lists, enabling faster hiring and stronger visa cases. Build a portfolio and stack recognized certifications while networking in the destination market. Choose your country first, then reverse engineer your academic and credential decisions to fit its needs. Next, we will add a brief disclaimer. Please note this content is for general information and education only. It is not legal, immigration, or career advice. Immigration policies, occupation lists, and eligibility rules change frequently. Before acting, verify details on official government sites, or consult a licensed immigration advisor in your target country. With that clarified, we will summarize the next actions in a concise, markdown-style checklist. Here is a concise checklist in markdown format. First, choose your destination country and align your plan with its shortage list. Second, select a transferable field in STEM or a relevant trade with clear demand. Third, plan for any credentials, exams, tickets, or registrations that may be required. Fourth, demonstrate value with concrete projects, internships, and measurable results. Fifth, obtain recognized certifications and complete any necessary language exams. Sixth, network through referrals, local meetups, and contributions to visible projects. As a practical tip, use a simple Kanban board with columns like backlog, doing, and done to maintain momentum. To close our visuals, let us add a quick pie diagram to illustrate time allocation trade-offs. This pie chart proposes an indicative effort allocation for a migration pivot. The largest slice is skill building, and projects at around 1/3, because demonstrable outcomes drive employer interest. Certifications and exams follow, as they validate competence. Job search and networking consume roughly 1/4, reflecting the importance of referrals and targeted outreach. Language preparation receives a smaller but essential allocation, and administrative tasks like applications and documentation round out the remainder. Allocations will vary by person and country, but the emphasis on demonstrable skill and signaling credentials is consistent. We are now ready to summarize and wrap up. In summary, begin with your destination country and its current shortage list. Prioritize transferable fields that align with demand instead of localized, heavily regulated degrees. Demonstrate employability through projects, certifications, and language proficiency. Use structured planning tools, like the visuals we covered, to maintain direction and keep monitoring policy updates to avoid drift. Finally, let us close with a brief thank you and a call to action. Thank you for watching. If this video helped, please like it, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more practical strategy content. Post your questions and your current major in the comments so we can workshop your pivot together. See you in the next one.